Charlie and I have mentored hundreds of entrepreneurs over the last 10 years, and here is a list of the top 8 mistakes most young entrepreneurs make and how you can avoid them. Number 1, never getting started. Now this sounds super obvious. If you don't start a business, how can you be successful with it? But here's the thing. Most of us have big dreams and aspirations, and if it is to start and launch your first business, we oftentimes have a lot of self-doubt or a lot of reasons we put in the way to keep ourselves from actually just getting started and pursuing that dream. It's very easy to create excuses or justify not pursuing our dream. Mistake number 2 is going at it solo. You need people that have accomplished the things that you want to accomplish with your life already. You need to find people who have already done it. They're gonna help steer you in the right direction. They're gonna help you avoid mistakes and pitfalls. They're gonna help you climb out and fix mistakes that you may have already made. They're gonna open doors for you in the industry and help you set up meetings, meet potential customers. There's so many amazing things that happen when you work with a mentor or a coach that has already accomplished the things you're trying to do with your life. If you don't know of someone already, that's okay. You can go to LinkedIn, create an account, and actually start searching for business owners of businesses like the one you want to create. I would suggest maybe looking for businesses that maybe are in different cities or not in your area, so there's like not direct conflict. But if there's people in your industry or recently retired from or moved on from the industry, they're gonna be a wealth of knowledge. And so I've done this myself. I actually went to LinkedIn, I searched for 10 people that used to work at my competitors, and I reached out to them. I said, hey, I'm David Grubbs, I wanna start this company, here's the product or service I'm working on, here's the things I'm struggling with. Would you be willing to spend an hour a month on the phone with me just giving me advice on what I'm working on and how to do it better? I promise you, if you reach out to enough people, you're going to get some yeses. Entrepreneurs really like helping other entrepreneurs, especially young entrepreneurs. So leverage your age, take advantage of that. My other recommendation is just read as many books as you can. Be a sponge, soak up as much knowledge as you possibly can. It's only gonna help you. The last piece of advice here is to leverage online courses. It's basically a form of mentorship. Basically, you're taking someone else's experience over the last 5, 10, 20 years and you're compressing it down to a week. It's just a very efficient way to learn things. And you're gonna collect golden nuggets there that you're gonna be able to apply to your business, and it's gonna pay off dividends. We do this all the time in our business. When we're trying to do something new we've never done before, we go and immediately look for online courses that will help give us a jump start into that particular area. Mistake number 3, only thinking about the money. And what do I mean by this? I mean starting a business that you think will make a ton of money, but you care nothing about. I'm a prime example of this. In my early years as an entrepreneur, I started a business with some friends in the wedding industry. We were providing services to wedding vendors, essentially. I cared nothing about that topic, but we thought it would make a bunch of money, and it may have. In the first 90 days, I was pretty excited about it just because I was excited about potentially making money with it. But as time went on, 6 months, a year down the road, I just got bored. I was sick and tired of it. I didn't want to go to the conferences, I didn't want to talk to the vendors, and as a result of that, I got burned out and the business failed. Now, if that same idea had been in the hands of someone that was really passionate about that, I promise you it would have been successful. I just wasn't. So make sure when you pick a business idea, you're passionate about it, you care about it, and you're willing to spend the blood, sweat, and tears on something because you love doing it anyway. Mistake number 4 is being impatient. There's no such thing as an overnight success. It just doesn't happen that way. It takes years of work and preparation in order to make a business grow. And so when you read those headlines in the news, they typically gloss over or forget about the fact that years of grinding went into creating the foundation required for a business to take off like that. Mistake number 5, thinking entrepreneurship is easy or fun all the time. The fact of the matter is, as a business owner, you're gonna run into challenges and setbacks all the time. There are dark days ahead, but that's okay. There are also amazing days. Days when you think you can conquer the world, and it is an incredible roller coaster ride. You're gonna have your ups, you're gonna have your downs. Those that are successful, stick with it. So set proper expectations from the start. Just realize you're gonna have to dig in, you're gonna push hard, but it's gonna be all worth it in the end. Mistake number 6, losing focus. Making wise decisions about how we spend our time is an incredibly tough skill to learn. The amount of hours you have per day to work on your business is a very limited resource. How we choose to spend those hours will have a dramatic impact on the success or failure of our business. This skill is absolutely key. Here's the problem. As entrepreneurs, we have hundreds of ideas. We come across all these new opportunities all the time. We call this kind of shiny object syndrome. Oh man, this is really cool, I need to work on this. Or, oh man, there's this new thing over here is gonna really help. The problem is when we get distracted and we spend our time on all these hundreds of things that don't really matter, and we only spend 10 or 15 minutes of our day working on the 3 things that really move the needle, our business suffers as a result of that. And the thing is, a lot of times the things that truly matter in your business and are gonna push it forward the most are not the most fun or exciting. A lot of times they're the most mundane, kind of repetitive tasks. For example, laying 2,000 flyers on doorsteps across your community about your product or service, or calling 50 customers, or interviewing current customers and finding out what they liked and didn't like about your business and how you can improve. These are the things that will help you make more sales and improve the business you have. But they're not necessarily the most fun or exciting. You're not coming up with new business ideas or launching new things. It's just doing the same thing over and over again. And those are the things that really matter. And so when you're an entrepreneur, you really have to cut out all the shiny objects and all the shiny new bright ideas that you have and focus on the things that really drive your business forward. Mistake number 7, focusing too much on product and not enough time on sales and marketing. I am guilty of this mistake, especially early in my career. I co-founded a software business with a couple of friends when I first started out as an entrepreneur, and we spent over a year writing code, developing software, hiring designers to make it look nice, and getting it ready to launch. But when we launched, we had such a hard time finding customers because we hadn't even thought about it. We didn't even plan for sales. We didn't have a way to reach out to them. We didn't have a way to actually close those deals and hit sales targets. We literally created a business plan where we had sales targets, but no marketing plan and marketing efforts to back it up. We were just guessing. It was pie in the sky, and it was a huge mistake. So before you even start building your product or service, before you get to an MVP, before you launch your business at all, you need to think about who is your customer, where are they, and how are you going to get in front of them and start making sales? And then long term, I highly encourage you, spend at least half your time on marketing and sales. You can spend the other time improving your product or service, but you really need to focus at least half your time on marketing and sales to keep growing your business. The final mistake I see young entrepreneurs making all the time is setting the wrong goals. As entrepreneurs, we need to set goals that we can control, that we can directly influence. Let's say you want to set an ambitious goal for yourself and you want to make $10,000 in 1 month. That's a great visionary goal. That's something great to aspire to. But here's the problem. We don't have any control whether or not a customer is going to say yes to us or no to us. And most of the time, they're going to turn us down. So while you cannot control whether a potential customer is going to say yes to you or no to you, what you can control is how many potential customers you reach out to on a day, or in a given week, or in a month. Let's say you reach out to 100 potential customers and 5 say yes and become your customer and they purchase from you. Now you know your conversion rate. You know what percentage of people that you talk to turn into customers. If you can take your overarching goal, the $10,000 in 1 month, and break it down into activities that you have control over, you can now demystify the whole process of reaching your targets as an entrepreneur. It becomes a lot easier to meet your goals. So if you're serious about wanting to become an entrepreneur and start pursuing your dreams, we created a video just for you. We walk you step by step through the process of launching a business in just 5 days. So if you want to get started, click the link and check out the video.